Well, hello, good morning and welcome to Camilla and I from Middle Street Meadow Nature Reserve, Harnham, near Salisbury. And what a wonderful place this is this morning. If you've seen the intro, I think you'll be very impressed with this particular position. It's particularly popular with dog walkers, so we're here particularly early this morning to avoid any social contact because we're still a bit early out of lockdown. Well, welcome from the great outdoors. Isn't it marvellous to be out again? And Camilla and I, we haven't come far today. This is literally about 2 miles from our house, so no great distance, but it's the first vlog out, so we'll take it easy. Middle Street Meadow is a particularly good little area, but it's particularly popular with dog walkers. So we're here today nice and early to avoid anybody in particular. And today in particular the main subject of attention is the Reed Warbler. And I scouted the area out yesterday and I had 3 singing in the reeds behind me, and I could actually locate and take pictures of 3 of them. So if I fail to get any shots today, I'll be showing you the shots I took yesterday, needless to say. And they're all 3 were within 100 meters of this location, singing away. Incredible little bird. Bit of a little brown job. It's not remarkable. It's got a little pointy beak, pointy bill, pointy beak, and a tiny little, mostly brown, sort of dusty all over. But you don't see it, you hear it. That's the thing, first thing in the morning, you hear it a mile off. So you hear it before you see it. And indeed, one of the things I'll show you in a minute is how to approach it and try and avoid sending it off. Certainly I achieved this yesterday. Whether I'm going to achieve this morning with you attached, I'm not so sure. But anyway, I'll give you an idea of the techniques and the stealth approach to get close. And that's why I'm wearing all the sexy camo and whatnot, because to be honest, since I've been wearing this gear I have got a lot more shots in the bag. So anyway, the warbler, we have to make the most of it. It's here between April and October, and it overwinters in subtropical Africa. So anyway, I'll look that up beforehand, of course. So anyway, yeah, it's over here, and basically it's warbling away at the moment, and then it's obviously going to produce a nest and attract some mate in and nest amongst the reeds here. And of course, as we all know, it's a particular favourite of the cuckoo, because the cuckoo likes to chuck out the eggs of the Reed Warbler and bung in one of its own, and then let the Reed Warbler do all the rearing. And no doubt we've all seen these pictures where you have an enormous cuckoo about 6 times the size of the little Reed Warbler still being fed by the Reed Warbler. Anyway, marvellous stuff, great to watch. Don't think I'll get it on film today, but you never know. You've got to be out to get the shots. Okay, anyway, we'll see what we can do. So what I'll do this morning, as I say, is have a little run through. I'll do some filming from the back of me stealthily, hopefully approaching a bird, and the way I go about capturing it. It may or may not be there because it's probably flown off, but you'll see, because you'll see it on the old video. Anyway, bye for now. Well, if you can hear that chirping away behind me, that's the call of the Reed Warbler, which I say once you're amongst the in the area you hear it a mile off. Anyway, I'll just show you the technique to try and stealthily approach this bird without it flying off. I think it has got a bit wary of me, it's moved from its usual position, so anyway, what I'll do is gradually sneak up on it and watch it fly off. So you get the idea. Technique is slow and stealthy basically, and of course the camera settings, I've gone on to my still bird setting, which is still 1/500th of a second, and with this lens it's f5.6 because it's the 100 to 400 on here just for convenience of use. Yesterday I used the 200 to 600. The 600 reach is better for small birds. Anyway, as you can see, I did actually manage to get crazily close. Certainly with the 600 I would have had quite a good shot, and indeed you'll see later on these aren't too bad either. It's now full sunshine. The sun comes up so quickly in the mornings now. It's only 6:45. I've been up since 5, but who's counting? But anyway, it's amazing how close you can get. So slow and stealth is key. I've still got the option, if it does a dramatic movement, that I can switch on to a flight mode. Well, I've reduced it to about 1/1000th of a second, so that if it does anything particularly interesting, like grabs another bird or something, oh amazing, I could switch to the other button and still be in focus. But you want a pinpoint focus with this, because it's got to be single point focus, because they're in the reeds, and even though this has got an amazing autofocus system, you're still going to miss shots. Don't get angry with yourself, because take lots of shots, but take it in bursts, because often you are out of focus, because it's a very small screen, it's a very small dot, and it will pick up every reed before it and the bird. So just a tip there, don't get frustrated, just keep trying, and we'll have another go. Give it another go. Okay, well, I would point out this time of year they are just about to start nest building, so I won't be disturbing them so much in the future, but they are just obviously singing away to attract a mate, and then they're pairing up and building a nest together. So anyway, it's a good opportunity to catch them now before they pair up and start nesting, because it won't be long. Anyway, yeah, so I think you get the idea. Slow, steady approach. Settings, obviously no tripod here, you're manoeuvring all the time, different positions, so the camera lens is set to, I've got it on steady shot 2, I think you could go steady shot, I'm going to do 2 on this one, but yeah, it's either steady shot 2 or 3 because it's handheld, and you're shaking a bit with the warbler, getting excited, so yeah, try and keep the camera as still as possible using that technique. Shoulders pressed in a bit, hunched in, but try and relax as well, otherwise you get a bit of a stiff jerky movement, and that's worse than a smooth jerky movement. Anyway, more fun. I'll see what else I can get. Oh yeah, I did get got a reed bunting yesterday, so yeah, picture of reed bunting, very nice, always a bonus. You never know what you're going to get. I mean, you could go out for the Reed Warbler, get a reed bunting. sit and wait approach. Fortunately we have a lovely bench in which to sit on, and we're just waiting to see what appears in the reeds. I have come here before now with a full hide set up and set up a hide here, which is great, but the only problem, Mark, is you are in a static position, so you're reliant on the birds coming to you at exactly the right location. And when birds like this are so friendly, well, they're not particularly friendly, but when they're used to people going up and down this path, they're not quite so scared of you approaching them. So it's a big advantage. So yeah, tip. There's one flown across there now. So anyway, this area here is a little bit less dense in the reed cover. And yesterday I did get a very clear shot of a Reed Warbler from this very spot. So sometimes it pays to let the wildlife come to you. I believe there are a Sony Warbler around as well, which I'm not sure I've captured one yet. I tend to shoot first and ask questions later with this game, and if I shoot something that's a bit different, I'll look it up in the birding book, because as I say always on Camilla and I'm a photographer, not a birder, as you've probably gathered by now. Just had a pair of birds basically gathering nest material. They gather the top of the seed, the old seed heads from the reeds, and use those to line the nest. So there are a couple of birds nesting now. So this will probably be the last visit here for a while. Anyway, one going up the pole there. Bit contre jour, but yeah, a bit contre jour that one, but anyway, if it's not a blurred image, I'll show it to you later. But it's incredible what you can get, just sitting in one spot. I think this is another tip, wherever you are, it's surprising, even your own back garden, sit still long enough, it's amazing what turns up. Okay. And don't talk too much. Well, I suppose that's about it from this episode of Camilla and I. Hopefully you've picked up a couple of tips on the stealthy approach to Reed Warblers. Get to know your Reed Warblers. Nice little subject to photograph. Anyway, hopefully you picked up a few tips. Don't forget to like and subscribe if this has been any of use to you, and hit that bell icon for future Camilla and I outings. Anyway, best of luck, best wishes, stay safe as always, have a good one, and bye from Camilla and I. Thank you. Oh, and P.S. thanks to all the 270, I think it is, 260 odd subscribers so far. Brilliant. Thanks very much. Okay, cheers for now. Bye.